Hi all, welcome back to Concept-Based Learning Hub. In today's session, we are going to understand the concepts of teaching support system. A teaching support system includes all the resources, tools, materials and technologies that help a teacher in planning, delivering and evaluating the teaching learning process. In simple words, these are the supports that make teaching easier and learning more effective. For example, chalkboard, overhead projector and PowerPoint. So the main purpose is to make the teaching more effective, engaging and interactive. Let's first look at the traditional teaching support system. The first one is chalkboard or blackboard. It is one of the oldest teaching aid. Teachers use it for writing, drawing and explaining concepts. It is a simple and inexpensive, but it has limited visibility and does not provide a permanent record. The second one is charts, maps and diagrams. These are useful for explaining concepts visually. They help students understand abstract ideas more easily. However, they are static and non-interactive. The third one is models and specimens. These are the three-dimensional objects used for practical understanding. They help students learn through experience, but they require maintenance. The fourth one is textbooks and reference books. These provide structured information and are very useful for revision. However, the information may become outdated. So, traditional systems are generally simple, low cost, and teachers driven, but they provide less interaction. Our next topic is modern teaching support system. The first one is overhead projectors or OHP. It is used to display transparencies during teaching. Today it has largely been replaced by digital projectors. The next one is audio aids. It includes radio, tape recorders and podcasts. These are particularly useful for language and music learning. The next one is visual aids. Educational films, documentaries, and television lessons can make learning more interesting. This PPT is an example for visual aid. The next one is laboratory and practical tools. Scientific instruments, laboratory instruments, experiments, and field trips provide experimental and skill based learning. So, modern system combines audio, visual, and practical methods with some use of technology. Next topic is ICT based teaching support system. ICT means information and communication technology. ICT supports includes digital tools, multimedia resources and online platforms used for teaching, learning and assessments. Examples include computers, multimedia presentations, internet resources, online learning platforms, and digital classrooms. The main advantages is that ICT makes teaching more interactive, flexible, and technology driven. It also allows students to access learning resources beyond the physical classroom. So, ICT has played an important role in the digital transformation of education. Let's look at some important ICT based teaching tools. The first one is computer and multimedia. They help teachers use presentations, animations, and simulations. Second one is internet and online resources. Students can access ebooks, journals, YouTube lectures, online courses such as NPTEL and SWAYAM. The third one is learning management system, LMS. Platforms such as Google Classroom can be used for assignments, quizzes, and discussions. The fourth one is interactive whiteboards. These combine the traditional board with digital and touchscreen interaction. The next one is VR and AR. Virtual reality and augmented reality can provide simulated experiences. For example, a students can experience a virtual chemistry laboratory. The last one is online collaboration. Tools such as Zoom and Google Docs support group work and remote learning. So, ICT makes learning more interactive, flexible, and accessible globally. Our next topic is integrated approach to teaching support. Effective teaching does not depend on only one teaching support system. The best approach is to combine traditional, modern, and ICT based system. For example, a teacher can first introduce a concept using a blackboard, then explain it using a PowerPoint presentation or video. Finally, conduct an online quiz using Google Forms. This is an example of an integrated or blended approach. The benefits are it caters to different learning styles, it keeps students engaging, and it improves conceptual clarity and it develops skills. So, the idea is not to completely replace traditional methods with technology. Instead, we should combine different methods according to learning requirements. Let's quickly revise the entire concept. The first one is traditional aids. They are simple, direct, and foundational. Example includes blackboard, charts, maps, models, and textbooks. The second one is modern aids. They focus more on audio visuals and practical learning. Example includes audio aids, OHP, films, and laboratory tools. The last one is ICT based system. They are technology driven and interactive. Example includes computer, LMS, online resources, VR, and AR. The most effective teaching does not necessarily depend on using the latest technology. Instead, effective teaching comes from using the right combination of traditional, modern, and ICT based support system according to the need of the learners. So, with this, we have completed the topic teaching support system. I hope this explanation helped you to understand the concepts clearly. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to Concept-Wise Learning Hub, clear concept for smarter study. If you have any doubt, please comment below. Thank you for watching and see you in next class.